But we appreciate you either way, Mike. I promise you'll have a good time, and we'll make that 16-hour drive worth it.
Hell yeah, dude.
And we always do.
Don't make promises.
I know Lori hates the fact that this. Okay, let's go ahead, back up. Let's talk.
Are we gonna talk about it?
We're gonna talk about it.
Are we gonna talk
Listen,
about it?
this is the thing, you know.
This is the thing. Brian makes a lot of promises. Tells people things.
Because I mean them, though.
No.
Oh, I do mean them.
You don't. You say crazy shit.
So I want
that
in the moment it sounds great.
Yeah,
in the moment
you just
it sounds
want to
great.
make people happy.
So what happened was
and
there's this kid comes in.
Oh.
This kid comes in a few weeks back with his mom. And he's like maybe like 6.
Oh yeah, he's
7.
small. He's a small
And so
guy.
I'm like, hey, do you want to swim with the anacondas? And he's like, really? And he goes, I don't have any swim trunks. I go, next time you come, you bring swim trunks.
Oh yes. Oh yes.
This is a real
Jay.
fucking story.
Yes, this is what happened.
So he shows up this Sunday with swim trunks.
Yeah. Swear to God, little bag.
So this is the thing. I'm going to live up to my promise, right?
Yeah, of course. I would too.
Let's paint the whole story. So
Okay.
I'm out there checking the people in on the top of the hour.
Beautiful.
The mom, as I'm banding their arms, says, oh, yeah, you know, we brought his swim trunks because Brian said next time that he comes, he can swim with the snakes. I said, what? And she's like, oh, yeah, you know, that man told him, you know, next time he could swim in the tank, you know, with the snakes. And I'm thinking, what the hell is she even talking about?
No way.
And so I'm like, okay.
I hope our insurance agent's not watching.
Yeah. So then I catch him before the top of the hour, and I was like, oh, yeah, by the way, remember when you talk stupid shit and you tell people stuff that you don't mean? Little kid's outside with his trunks because he's supposed to go swimming. You're like, I'm like, yeah. Does this teach you? Yeah, exactly.
Number one,
I said, it's bite. That's exactly what I said. I said, it's coming back to bite you in the ass because he's here with swim trunks.
To start with, I meant it at the time. And for the record, I went up to him and I said, let's go.
Yeah.
Let's do it.
You really did.
I did.
did.
I went up, I said, let's go.
He
and
was
then he was scared.
nervous.
He was too scared.
And he left his he left his shorts in the car because he just didn't know if he was going to do it.
Yeah.
And they were there for the whole hour. And after they bought 2 hours.
Yeah.
And so halfway through the second hour is when he decided. But
unfortunately, I had left. I wasn't
already
there.
Left.
And so then the mom was
over
upset with me.
Yeah.
She was upset
really?
with me.
No,
Yeah,
that's
she got
not
upset.
That's not fair.
She got upset because I didn't let him do it. When I went up to him and I was like, let's go. I was like, yeah, I probably shouldn't have done this.
And you were there for a whole nother hour.
Yeah, I was there for another hour.
But
and I mean, I told him, I said, if you decide, let me know.
Yeah, that's
I'm
not
there,
fair
you
for
know.
them to
He went
And,
home because he just needed to go home a little early before they closed.
Yeah,
and
the
then,
anxiety bug bit me.
I don't know if he would have or not, but that's what I
would have done it. I was going to get in.
Well, of course you're going to because you didn't have a choice.
I keep my promises.
That's true.
But
that is true.
But I do. I sometimes.
You just promise.
I do promise a lot.
You're like, yeah. You know what? When you're 16, you come here and work. Come here and work.
Oh my God!
You have an army of kids here, dude.
Do you know how many phone calls and emails
I'm 18
I get?
now.
Brian
Can I come work?
Brian said, no, not even 18, dude. Just like, sure, yeah. Just talk to Lori.
Send your kid here for a summer, and I'll take care of him. We'll have
Actually, it's funny you say that. We did have someone from Europe. This happened. Someone from Europe was literally, but this is what happened was they like reached out and they said, hey, my daughter is 16. She wants to do an internship at the zoo for a summer. And I was like, we could probably work that out. And but then what happened? I don't think I ever told Lori this. But
I don't think you did either.
So what ends up happening is that the mom reaches out and asks if she could stay with us for the summer.
Well, of course, they don't even live in the damn country.
You're like, yeah, I got this nice new shed that my son and
I hope
built.
you said no.
I did say no.
Thank
I said, I'm
God.
sorry, I just can't have. And I was thinking maybe
a random 16-year-old girl living.
Well, I
in
was thinking
house.
like maybe.
Yeah,
I was
you're
thinking.
right.
In my mind, I was thinking maybe the mom and the daughter were going to come here and rent a house for the summer, and
Yeah,
then we
yeah,
could
yeah.
maybe have her intern or something like that. Still not a good idea. Still not a good idea.
Granted, still not perfect.
We are not set up for interns. How many times have I said this to you?
hard for me to-
The real question is how many more
That's
times
all
will you say it,
have
right?
to say is, I'm sorry, we're just not set up for this.
I think Bruce was with us the one time when the one kid came in and spent the whole day with us, like, you know, with his dad. I can't remember.
I feel
this
like I
happened
remember
like
this
last
story,
year. Remember
yeah.
this? Like they had come in, they were customer regulars, and I was like, yeah, you can come in sometime when we're not and clean some cages. But he was a cool kid though,
Yeah.
and he came in and hung out with us for a few hours.
I do
and
remember that.
Yeah, it was really fun. It was a good experience.
Glad you had
And this
fun.
is just the thing. I think when I was that age,
How
if
much
I could
work
have
did
that
I get done that
opportunity,
day? Probably
that would have
not
been
much.
awesome.
No, I agree. I agree.
You know
Listen,
what I mean?
yeah,
and
you're
that's
right.
that's why I say
right.
those things. And
No,
same
you're
thing
right.
with the kid with swimming with the anaconda.
No, you're right.
I
It would
know
have been a
why
great
you do
experience.
it.
You're
It
right.
doesn't make it right.
It doesn't make it
mean
right.
And plus,
you should
90% of
say
people
it.
aren't going to call your bluff, too.
No, I think
Well,
you're right.
It's not even a bluff.
Yeah,
It's not even a
it was-
bluff.
yeah, it was
But like
like, let's do
90%
it.
of people
Yeah,
aren't going to
but the
come back and
ones-
say it.
And this is what I said. The ones that do are going to bite you in the ass.
Yeah.
No, but it didn't even bite him in the ass. Actually.
Yeah, I mean, I was going to do it. I was down. I was like, I had my shorts ready.
You know what? And I was glad that it didn't because I was shitting myself because you had Aries in there too, and he had just been put in there for like
yeah,
a
but
day
I
or
had
two.
but I had
Like,
spent time with Aries already in the water.
is true.
I don't care. We didn't have a
6 year old.
child going in.
Poking it in the face.
Like it was not a good situation, and I'm so
It would've
happy
turned
didn't
out fine.
happen.
That's honestly
I think it would have been great.
classic, dude. That's
Could you
classic.
imagine the Facebook videos out there with like the little kid in the tank?
Getting
it's like
dunked
it's
in
like
there.
a dunk take with a little kid with
There's
an anaconda
so
in there.
many.
That's a good
Imagine
idea.
all the videos that are already out.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. It's crazy. Okay.
So,
Stop
Roberta.
promising things, Brian.
I'm gonna try. I'm gonna do my best, but I can't make any promises.
Damn, son.
Can we rail this in?